What is up, guys? Chris here. Now, one thing that I've noticed when you run your own business is you kind of train your brain to recognize other types of opportunities and good business ideas. But the problem is there are only so many hours in the day, and it is impossible to take advantage of every opportunity that you come across. So I beg you, take these tips to take control of your life, to live life on your own terms. And whether it's firing your boss or drinking margaritas on the beach, whatever your dream is, by the time you finish watching this video, you will have my best 3 business ideas that you can take advantage of right now. So the number 1 profitable business idea is consulting and online courses. For those of you who are unfamiliar, consulting is basically advising someone on how to do something. And I'll give you a perfect example. One of the many businesses that I have run in the past was DJing. I used to moonlight as a mobile DJ. I would do weddings, anniversaries, proms, picnics, stuff like that. And like any one of these jobs that some people might consider cool, during those parties, you would have plenty of people walking up and ask how they can get into the business, or even ask me to teach them to DJ. Now, there was this one guy named Jeff. Now, Jeff did a little DJing in the past, but not really enough to be considered a professional, and he asked to come with me on a few gigs. So I obliged, and we went to a few gigs, and he helped me set up. And during the parties, I would explain to him, or I would consult with him as to why I picked a certain song, what I was reading in the crowd, why I wore my headphones a certain way, just stuff like that. So that was me basically consulting with Jeff on how to DJ. Now, I was young and stupid, and I really didn't charge him for any of this. Yeah, that was really dumb. But that is what a consultant can do. You find something that you are good at, you learn more about it and become an expert in that field, and then charge people for your knowledge. This can be anything from good relationship advice to just learning how to clean your house. In fact, Yahoo Finance reports that Marie Kondo, that's the lady from that Tidy Up Netflix show, she will charge upwards of $100 an hour just to come to your house and then tell you how to clean up your own house and then force you to do the cleaning up. And she doesn't even do it in English. So I hope you can see the power of consulting. Now, the downside of consulting is the fact that it takes away from your most precious asset, your time, because you physically have to sit there and teach people. Now, back to our DJ example, Jeff wasn't the only one. Over time, there will be another Jeff, and then another, and then another one. And I can't just bring 10 Jeffs to these parties because there is not enough time to teach each one of them effectively. And that is where online courses come in. So now you can take all of the information that's in your head, just do a massive brain dump, whether you do it on video or whether you do it in written text, and then you can turn around and sell it to people for a flat fee. Now, it is definitely easier said than done to create these programs. They take a lot of work up front to create the product. But the best part is you only have to do it once. And now you can sell that program over and over and over and over again without you having to do much work in between. So now that you have your program, that program is now an asset that you can resell. So you can go on Facebook, pay like $100 and have that particular program shown to 5,000 or more people who are interested in DJing or whatever your particular program has to be about. So let's put some numbers to this. Let's say, for example, you took your course and you decided to charge $97 for your course. So now you paid Facebook over $100 to boost it to over 5,000 people. Even if 1% of those 5,000 people decided to buy your program, you have just turned $100 into $4,850 just like that. So yeah, the profitability of consulting and online courses is enormous. The number 2 most profitable business idea that you can start right now, marketing. Now, this one definitely is a favorite of mine, very close to my heart, and that's the marketing industry, because really online and offline, the industry is huge. Just really think about it. Everybody needs some type of marketing. You can have the best, most wonderful, most amazing program in the world, but you won't sell a single unit if no one knows about it. And that is what marketing is, getting your program in front of people who are interested in it. And with the power of social media, we now know more about people in general. So we can surgically place advertisements in front of the right people to make sure that we get the biggest return on our investment. I also consider marketing to be recession-proof, and here's why. People or even companies are going to always want to get their products in front of the right audience, whether it's on television, magazines, newspapers, ads on Facebook, basically anywhere that there are people. And when the economy is booming, companies are putting tons of money into advertisements to try to make even more money. But even when the economy sucks, companies are still pouring money into marketing to try to get back to where they were. Another cool thing about marketing is that you don't have to go to college to be good at it. I have plenty of friends and colleagues who have never set foot on a college campus. In fact, some of them have barely finished high school, and I can think of one or two that never finished high school. And then they learned marketing, and now they are living like kings and queens, making more money than doctors and lawyers, just from learning a high income skill that you can transfer to any industry in the world. Now, when it comes to the profitability of marketing, it is mind-blowing. In fact, take this for example. In 2015, LeBron James signed a lifetime contract with Nike, guaranteeing him $1 billion, yes, billion with a B, dollars guaranteed to him by the time he's 64. Wow, that is sickening how much money that is. But there's always a but. That is not what I want you to be focusing on in this particular example. I want you to look at this from Nike's perspective. If Nike could afford to just hand LeBron James $1 billion, how much money is Nike making on the back end? According to Nike.com, in 2018, Nike brought in revenue equaling over $36.4 billion. And that's just for 1 year. So over the next 30 years, if Nike, assuming that they were to hold true at $36.4 billion per year, by the time LeBron turned 64, Nike would have made more than $1 trillion. So now you can argue that Nike giving LeBron $1 billion, they got off cheap. So I say all that to say this. If you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button. Please. Okay, but seriously though, I say really all of this to say that marketing is quite possibly the most profitable industry in the world. And because of the internet and social media, anyone can do it. The number 3 most profitable business idea is YouTube. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are you are watching it on YouTube. And just 1 short year ago, my channel was not even monetized. I had less than 1,000 subscribers and I was making $0. But now here we are, less than a year later, and the income on just ad revenue with YouTube can normally be anywhere between $2,100 and $4,000 per month. And that's just from AdSense alone. That doesn't include any marketing income. And that is a significant income because it comes in pretty semi-passively. Now, I say semi-passively because you still have to kind of feed the beast. I have to keep creating videos in order to see that curve go up and up and up. But if I were to stop making videos right now and never made another video and posted it onto this channel, I would still get tons of residual for months or maybe even years with a lot of the content that's been created on the channel. And that's really what's truly wonderful about creating content in general. Once you create it once, it is out there and then working like a little employee for you, constantly being available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for people to watch and enjoy and hopefully take action on. For example, clicking the link down in the description for my #1 recommended way for making money. Be sure to do that, benjisdad.com. And then in my opinion, YouTube will always have some sort of barrier for entry because there's always going to be a group of people who do not want to set foot in front of a video camera. And that is great for creators who are creating content and posting it onto YouTube because the competition will likely never get as fierce as it is in regular Google search. And check it out, this stat's going to blow your mind. YouTube is approaching 1.8 billion users in a single month. YouTube is getting ready to eclipse Facebook for the number of active users, and that's saying something. My grandmother has a Facebook page. And what's really crazy is that the opportunity is out there for each and every one of you to just begin. So take the shot. Start your own YouTube channel and just see what happens. Just by you posting a video, even if it was 1 or 2 minutes, and putting it onto YouTube, that would put you light years in front of people who always say they wish they would have started a YouTube channel. In fact, the top grossing YouTube channel last year made over $22 million in AdSense revenue, and it was just a 7-year-old kid reviewing toys. Just give it a try, just do it. I'm pretty sure you'll end up being more entertaining than that guy who sits down and smiles for 4 hours. And by the way, that's his whole channel. Look at this. Just sitting and smiling. Oh, God. And if you haven't already, please be sure to lightly tap that like button. I say that because I don't want you to hurt yourself. But the subscribe button, I want you to just annihilate it. So smash that like button and then also hit the bell icon next to it so that you can be alerted anytime we drop new videos on the channel. I really do appreciate each and every one of you who take the time to watch this video. And if you decide to comment down below, I will take time out of my busy schedule to respond to you. I appreciate all the time that you guys are giving the channel. It really is because of you that the channel is growing at all. So thanks a lot. And I will see you all later. People or companies, the number 2 most profitable, the number 3 most profitable, what time is it? Oh, jeez. I have planned just to come to your house. Why is the thing blinking?